Last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Westbrook. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Well, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The Rams on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Bravo.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the linebacker, Michael Kendricks. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Pumphrey. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On the jet sweep, here comes more. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
That's it, baby. That's it.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on what could be a pivotal 3rd and goal now in a tie ball. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Punching it in from a yard away. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. They get one more as the extra point's up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. And Woods has it complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the set, X3, 218, chopper. Alpha, snap.
Back to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. 1st down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Obviously a big 1st down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it. But they've got to continue to move quickly.
Well, that'll be caught by Kupp. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He'll look to throw. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Seahawks take over first down at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
The Rams going to be forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Stafford now to throw. Open man right side is Cup, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Overtime in a playoff game. Awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball,
take this shit back to
doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Hoping to keep this OT drive alive. Now they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're running with Gurley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Brown. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. Right back to Brown. And an alley to run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. First throw in overtime for Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I had somebody wide open. I'm tripping. What the fuck I threw the ball to?
He's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on.
We tripping.
They try right side here. Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge.
What's up, my boy?
He's had his way in this one, but this time they
What's
get
up?
him behind the line.
I'm in
He's
the
had
house.
some big runs in this game. Not there, though.
But I don't think they're going to be deterred by that play right there. He's had some nice runs in the game. And how many times have we seen a good running back get stopped, yet turn it into something?
Yeah, I can hit. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him up for you.
I'd stay with him.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief
We had that nigga what we
to be able to
wanted.
hold them to 3. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. And Zerline's kick is good.
Let's go, fellas. It ain't nothing but the dog in us.
They're able to put 3 on the board.
It ain't nothing but the dog, fellas. We need that dog. We need that dog. Let's go. Packers, this for you. I know you watching.
Then we had the sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The former Charger All-Pro Eric Weddle on the stop. So a little chunk there on first as they try to chip away down 3 in overtime.
I like your description. Chip away, down 3. You don't have to get it all in one big play, although obviously that would be nice. But there's no need to have that type of risk associated with it. Run your offense, get first downs, get yourself in position where you know you're going to at least get 3 and keep this game going. If you get 6, so much the better.
I know what he's looking for.
Tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
We know what he wants.
And to give this time to the tailback. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always tell his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. Looking to throw. Westbrook, flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first.
Let's go!
15-yard run. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Good game. Good game.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Their season ends here. A tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and for some teams, they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.